Hi guys, so I have a couple of decks that I want to show you today. Um, they are recent purchases, obviously, and also I have a video to do of a very special deck. So I'm debating which one to start with. Do you know, I'm gonna go with this one because this has been on my wish list for such a long time, and it is the Xultun Tarot. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Xultun, and it is the Maya tarot deck. I mean, I was into tarot anyway, but then I read a book on the Mayans, and I was reading the book, and I said, "Oh my god, this would make a great tarot deck." And I thought, "Oh, I'd love to do that." And it turns out, actually, the idea is not so new. And this was on my wish list really since I realised about it. I got the Mayan Oracle, which I've used a couple of times. I like it and I don't like it, so I thought, well, let's get the tarot deck and see how I feel about that. Now, I absolutely love the images on the cards. The little white book that comes with it isn't very good, in my opinion, and I found out that you can buy a book to go with it as well, but I read a few reviews on that, and apparently it doesn't really explain the symbolism or what's used, anything like that. It's just the basic meanings. Sorry, I had to have a think then. So yeah, but this is the box that came in. I bought it new. It was wrapped. It's quite cheap. Box is slightly dented, but it is okay. So let's have a look. So, oh hello. So it is a tarot deck based on the imagery of the ancient Maya, with card titles in 5 languages, and it was created by Peter Balin. It's a nice little box that it comes in, and you have the little book. This is in several languages, I think. Yeah, I could be wrong. Yep, definitely wrong. And this is, see, it's quite. So that is what comes with that. So I'm having to dust off the book, the history book that I have, and see if I can brush up on that. These are 2 title cards. Came with the deck, and these backing. I love the backing. So the cardstock is okay. It's quite flimsy, but it'll be good because it'll mould to my shuffling skills, which are awful. The deck itself, because it was sealed, it's been sealed a while. It smells really, not musty, but stale. Yeah, it smells stale. So, unfortunately, I've shuffled them, I believe. Have I shuffled them? I think so. I can't 100% figure out all of, because I've shuffled them, what they are. That's fine, I'm sure I'll get there. Some of them are obvious. So this is the Fool. So I get that. And some of them are named differently as well. Not greatly, but certainly love the colours in the deck. This one I love. I really love this. There's a lot going on, but it's beautiful. This is awesome. So I suppose for myself, because the majors, you know, I can depict a few, some I can't, which is good because it means, you know, just forget what I know and just go with it. This is the cactus. That I know because that stood out for me. I was like, what's that? The cactus. That's cool. So there's a slight glare going on here. This is the wheel. I think one of the first tarot videos I watched on YouTube was a lady with this deck, and also I think she was the creator of her own deck, New York. I think it's something to do with New York. Look how happy he is, or she. And after I discovered, you know, the Mayans. It's just like, oh, that's so cool. So it has been on my wish list for a very long time. Will I be using it? I don't know. Am I happy to have it? Definitely. The reason I don't know whether I'll be using it at the moment is, you know, until it calls to me, really, because I've been using the African American tarot, which I did a review on not that long ago. Oh, that deck. Seriously, that deck. So. Okay, so that is our miniatures. Yeah, so I'm not an expert in the Mayan people, so, you know, there might be something, you know, I'm flicking through the cards and you're like, oh, come on, mention that, and I'm like, pretty card. So we have Ace of Staffs, which is one of staffs, and like I said, it's in different languages, so we have baton, stabal, palos, and bastoni. Why all of those have to be in the same accent there, I don't know, I do apologise. This is 2. I really do love the people in these cards. It's great. I was I don't know if I mentioned it in my African American video, but when I went to the shop to buy it, I was talking to the gentleman behind the counter, and we talk now and again. He let me look through his deck that he uses, which was the Karma Music tarot, which is gorgeous. And he was saying, because they have a tarot card reader in the shop, and he said that his reader really didn't like him, didn't like that deck. And I said to him, well, what deck does your reader use then? He said, oh, he uses the Legacy of the Divine. So I was like, well, yeah, I could see the difference in tastes, you know, he's not going to agree, but it was so nice of him to let me have a look through the cards, to which I then proceeded to pull my deck out, which was the Fergus Hall Witches Tarot. I was like, I love this deck, but, you know, no one else does. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's cool. He's like, if you've got the 007 one, he said, that's worth a lot of money. I was like, I do have the 007 one. But I don't think it's worth that much money. Bless him. So yeah, these are the swords. They kind of look like hockey sticks, but with wheels. I have another book on the mines as well, and that's a different ball game to the one I read originally. And yeah, there's some serious, like, sexy stuff going on in that book. There's an image, a drawing, sorry, of a priest with his member sticking right out, and a lady Mayan kind of approaching it. But yeah, it's all about a ritual and, you know, sexual magic and all that. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go back to my history book. So, but luckily I'm not confronted with anything like that here. But that's fine if that was their bag. That's fine. I mean, whoever drew it really was, like, you know, really generous to the bloke, if you know what I mean. So, see, here it comes. Look, I can pick that one out. Aren't they happy? This is 4. I like that one. And obviously you can see that there's symbols on the cards and stuff, but I'm not even going to go into that, because I'm not as up as I would like to be, so I'm not even going to pretend. I just love people and how colourful the whole deck is. Especially like this one. It's like, I present you with a baby. Okay, and then we have jades. 2. Balance. I like this one because it kind of looks like a younger person You know, it's like, woo, look at this. And you've got the older, more, you know, traditional person there. It's like, no, they're breakable. Put them down. So this is 4. Although I count more than 4 in the card. Don't confuse me like that. But then perhaps my ignorance has not realised that there's 2 different scenes going on. So yeah, okay, let's go with that. So you have your 5 here with your more traditional kind of meaning, and then down here we have the 5, and then we have the symbols here. If only the little white book told me. Oh, hello. I love the size of them. That's why I think they're a wonderful size. This one's great. He's like carving, and you can actually see the carving drops falling, which I think is just epic. I'm not sure if it's epic, but it's pretty cool. I love this one. So they're having like a really deep conversation, and she's like, no, yeah, your opinion's valid, but no. I just think it's great. Especially, I like giving them voices. I really do. The Lord. This is a lady. And then we have the servant. Excuse me. I've got a cold. So yeah, they're pretty laid out the same chords. I mean, sure that there is differences in the images, but you get what I mean. The servants all look as miserable as sin. We have the last 2, which is the warrior lord. So there we are. That is the whole deck for you, plus wafflings. So yes, I'm hoping, because I love flicking through them. I think they're absolutely stunning to look at. But I don't know. But it's always good to have them, just in case, you know, one day they call to me. And what if that one day I don't have them when they call to me? So now I do. So I'm very pleased that I finally got them. I got them off of Roxy Media on eBay. They're an eBay shop. I also think they're also like a shop. And it was less than £10. So considering it was brand new and sealed, I think that's pretty cool. But there you have it. Voila! So yes, thank you for watching my waffling video and having a look at the cards with me. And I will be back momentarily with another one.